I'm gonna try to survive 10 levels of carving, starting with the most basic and easy, ending with the most craziest complicated thing we can think of. Wish me luck. Level 1 is our basic carve, just like this. If I couldn't complete that, I would have started a ski YouTube channel. Before moving on, let's set some rules. Rule number 1, I cannot modify my gear to make the carving easier. Rule number 2, I must start in a carve and end in a carve. And yes, we're trying to make it as proper as possible. And then rule number 3, I'm only allowed 3 attempts per level, and then we gotta move on. Level 2 carve is being able to just do carves really quick, just like this. And then we can see if we can go even faster. Okay, level 2, let's go. Not gonna lie, that's one of my favorite like warm-up drills for the ankles and stuff. Not hard, but super fun. Let's go. Level 3 is a toe side carve with a knee touch. Yes, we got it. Now, that one's not super hard, but it does take a little bit more finesse. And as long as you can really trust bending your belly button down, that one's very doable. Level 4 is knee touch, and then going switch and doing knee touch and back and forth. Oh, that is so fun. I absolutely love that one. It's pretty techy, and the most challenging part of it is really committing to your switch knee touch. Yes, I love that one. That one's fun. Level 5 is a drill called toe to toe. Our goal is to only go from our toe edge, jump, do a 180, land back in a carve, do a 180, land back in a carve, stay in a carve. Ooh. This is definitely one of my favorite drills just to do in general because the coordination timing, it's so fun. It can be really challenging, especially when you start picking up speed, it gets really scary. But the most challenging component of it is being able to take off and land in a definitive carve, of course, while doing a 180 and then doing it switch. So you can already see it's getting wild out here. And we're not even done yet because you got to check out number 10, might get me hurt, and I already have a bad hip and a bad back. Level 6 is called a Euro carve, and it just looks like this. Now, very doable, but what becomes challenging is your equipment. If you have really big feet and any of your toes or your bindings hang over, it's going to be almost impossible because you're going to slip out and lose that carve. So at this point, your equipment is really becoming a factor. Level number 7, we got to now add a 180 into this Euro carve. So we're going to go Euro carve, 180, Euro. Okay. I definitely committed to that Euro carve, and that was not the right tactic whatsoever. We're going to change it a little bit with our execution tactic. We're going to try to 180, land, get in it, then Euro carve, which still counts, right? Okay, let's try it again. Wish me luck. I got a little road rash on my belly on that one. Okay. We're also got to watch out for people, so I'm going to try it right here. Here we go. Heelside first, Euro. Okay, that was absolutely not it, but the components are there. For it to actually be it, we just gotta mesh them in the middle a little bit better. All right, this is our last attempt, and I'm a little nervous because I really want to get this. Now, I really think what I'm struggling with is I'm running out of speed on this one. By the time I'm 180, I don't have enough juice to go land here and get into the next one. So we're gonna try to still get the Euro carve, but exit a little early so we have a little bit of momentum. At least that's my plan of attack for this one. And we're only on level 7. I can't imagine where we're going after this, especially with all these people. Holy cow, good thing it's not Saturday. Okay, Heelside. I'm gonna give that one an okay. I definitely didn't exit the way I wanted to. It was a little wishy-washy, and I didn't end up in a carve, which is one of our rules. So not bad attempt. We're gonna give it a no. We hold really high standards here. That's definitely a on that one. Level 8 is going to be a Euro carve into a backside 180 back into a Euro carve. And what makes this a little bit more challenging is that I'm jumping blind, and I have to make sure that I'm going from a carve back to a carve. And then as I do the switch Euro carve, it puts you in a weird position where you feel like you're still blind. So We only got 3 attempts, and I'm really curious to how this is gonna go because I literally have never tried this in my life. All right, ready? Oh, okay. Oh, oh. Okay. I end up actually catching my toes a little bit. I think I need to wait and smoothly progress my extension on the switch Euro. And I'll be honest, I'd never, ever, ever do just switch Euro carves. Maybe I've done it once in my life, and that was 2 tries ago. So let's keep it going. I think this is very doable. I think it's doable. I think as I'm coming out of the first one, I'm skidding. I want to make sure that's carved. And then I think I just got to allow myself to be slower on the second one and not trying to rush it. We got 1 more temp in this pocket. Make sure no one's around. Okay, here we go.
Honestly, after further review, it's not that far away, and I definitely think I can do this, but one of the big problems is, as I dive into this switch, I extend really fast and my toes and knees hit the ground, and I lose that tension, and therefore, we cannot count this one at all.
Super fun, super cool, super doable. You should definitely try that one. And now let's go to level 9. Level 9 could be argued as a level 10. We're not sure yet. We're gonna give this a shot. We have not in this entire video done anything heels, and this is the time. We are going to do a heel side turn, a backside 180 with a land back into the heels, switch back 180 back onto the heels. Why this is so flippin' hard, popping off your heels, you don't get the spring off your toes. You have to like drive out of your knees. Number 2, you're going blind. And number 3, catching an edge will absolutely send me to the hospital. So let's not jinx it, okay? Now our goal is to be able to link these together and go heel to heel to heel to heel, not just doing one isolated. Can I nollie these? No? Frick. Okay, let's give this a shot downhill. Ah, that was a nollie. That was a nollie. That was a nollie. That obviously doesn't count, and why I say that's a nollie is a bad thing. Watch this. I can totally cheat, and now I've like pivoted and I didn't actually get a full 180. It might have been like a 130, 140. That doesn't count. Now to actually do this like the proper way we want to do is we're going to try to do a 2-footed extension, which is a pop. We're not going to ollie. And I'm trying to do these downhill to make it as legit as possible. We're going to try to go carve, really exaggerate. Nope. Ah, it is so freaking challenging.
I wanted to slow this down and show you how close I was to ending up in the hospital. Right here, my heel edge almost catches, and when you fall backwards like that, it's so hard to protect your head. That could have been bad.
Now, I almost want to think a little bit of an ollie to get that board to come up the way I want, but by ollie, it will destroy my hips, so we're not actually trying to do that. Oh, it's getting soft out here, which could be an advantage for us. Okay. Oh, there it was. Oh.
Out of these 3 attempts, we only got 1, and because we needed to link these both heel side and switch heel side, we're going to have to give this a no. And you see here, I kind of skidded the end of that, and then I landed, skid, and then finally got into a heel edge, so that one doesn't count. This one right here, not bad, but I ended up really pivoting off the nose, which was not a 180, so we're holding ourselves to a high standard.
Okay, out of 2 of those, it was more of a pop, but that was not beautiful. That was not it. We're gonna take an L on level 9, and now let's jump into level 10. This is the final boss, and honestly, I'm a bit nervous because this is probably gonna hurt my hip, but honestly, it's worth it for you. We are gonna do a toe side carve, lock the toe side of carve. We have to do a 360 and then try to land back into a carve. Even just there, what you notice is that if I land here, my weight wants to shift back out to my heels. We have to go toe side carve, 360, back to a toe side carve for at least, I don't know, what do you think, a month? If we just tap it, it doesn't count. Toe side carve, carve. Ah.
One thing I want you to look for on the next 2 attempts of this 360 is, am I doing the full rotation or do I come up short and cheat the rotation like I did on this one? Technically, I should be landing in a carve.
That's that finish that I get on my toes and then I immediately rock to the heel. So pretty close, pretty hard, but it's in the devil's in the detail. We have to finish a toe side turn out in a carve. Feeling a little nervous? We got one. Okay, that's one. Clear, coast is clear. I'm gonna hold on to the toe side carve a little bit longer. Okay. Toe side, toe side. Somehow I gotta go here and then land like here. Oh, that is so difficult. And the hardest part is I'm really exploding off this back leg and that freaking hurts so much. So part of my body is trying to not like give it like all the juice.
At this point, you might be wondering what I'm talking about with my hip. Well, I've had 3 hip surgeries for a detached and torn labrum, and it definitely hurts while doing these tricks.
Oh man, I tried so hard to just like, oh, that is really freaking painful, really hard.
As you see here, we have failed the level 10 carving task simply because we did not get the full 360-degree rotation, but rather we absolutely cheated. Therefore, it does not count.
There we go. That is 10 levels of doing different carves, and I absolutely dropped the ball on a couple of them, but I also had a lot of fun. Let me know down below, what level would you make it to, or which one looks the most fun? Plus, if you're trying to pick up any gear, check out Bennett, link down in the description, and I post these once a week, so come back and I'll see you in the next one. And like the video. Arf!